T.C. Boyle was born in Peekskill, a town along the Hudson River, in 1948. In interviews, he likes to describe himself as a punk, a kid who got in trouble for doing drugs and committing vandalism. But he managed to get himself into college, where he took a course in the American short story. Reflecting on that experience, he said, "That's where I discovered Updike and Bellow and Flannery O'Connor, and it really changed everything." Like many of the writers we have looked at this semester, Boyle attended the Iowa Writers' Workshop. He studied under John Cheever and eventually earned his doctorate. Boyle wound up teaching at the University of Southern California for 3 decades. As a writer, Boyle put himself on the literary map, so to speak, with the publication in 1987 of his novel World's End. Set in the Hudson Valley, World's End is quite a tome, as you can see from this photograph of a first edition paperback. At almost 500 pages, the book chronicles the lives of 3 families over 10 generations. Boyle's most widely read novel is The Tortilla Curtain, which a critic once described as the, quote, grapes of wrath for the 1990s. In The Tortilla Curtain, Boyle examines the lives of Mexican immigrants and contrasts their lives with those of the wealthy Californians who employ them. Barbara Kingsolver noted that the novel addresses what has probably always been the great American political dilemma. In a country that proudly defines itself as a nation of immigrants, who gets to slam the door on whom? Boyle has also found acclaim as a short story writer. Comparing Boyle to John Updike, critic Ian Sansom once wrote, "While Updike's stories descend with heavenly choirs from the New Yorker, Boyle's crawl up out of Rolling Stone and Wigwag, yelling prophecies and denunciations. For all Boyle's warnings about the road to excess, he is, like Updike, at his best when writing about life's unexpected failures and inevitable defeats." In light of Sansom's observations about Boyle's work being published in less lofty magazines, it is interesting that Filthy with Things was actually published in 1993, not in an edgy periodical, but in the staid New Yorker. This likely speaks to Boyle's popularity and also to the New Yorker's readership, who were recovering from the excesses of the 1980s, when conspicuous consumption perhaps reached its 20th century zenith. Boyle effectively skewers our obsession with buying more and more things, which leaves the narrator in Filthy with Things at one point reflecting on the fact that he feels, quote, as if he doesn't exist, as if he's already become an irrelevance in the face of the terrible weight of his possessions. I have included snippets from interviews with T.C. Boyle about writing, so do take a moment to look at them. He is an engaging conversationalist, and one can tell from listening to him what a great creative writing teacher he must be.